The following is a Blazer Broadcasting sports presentation. This is Portland Trailblazer playoff basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Miller Lite's Tour de Light, the bicycle race across America to win America's favorite beer. By Alaska, serving over 30 cities throughout the West. By your Portland Metro Toyota dealers. You want the best, we've got it right here in the Northwest. And by Payless Drug Stores, where it's easier to shop, easier to save. Executive Producer Director of Trailblazer Basketball, George Watt. Coordinating Producer, J.R. Hellman.
The Portland-Dallas series began Thursday night at Memorial Coliseum. Buck Williams was a tower of strength with 21 points and 16 rebounds, while Terry Porter nailed 15 free throws in a 28-point effort. The Blazers won by 7. Roy Tarpley's efforts led Dallas to a 15-point lead early in Game 2, but the Blazer bench came to the rescue in the second quarter. Danny Young dialed long distance and scored 8, and Drazen Petrovic fanned the comeback fire with 14. The Blazers took a commanding 2-0 lead in the best-of-5 series.
Reunion Arena has been the home of the Dallas Mavericks for 10 years, and during that 10-year period, their home crowd has acquired a reputation of being one of the best 6 men in the NBA. The Mavericks, who play between the lines, Pat, they'll hope that that 6 man can make the difference between the series going on or them being swept.
Steve, I think what Dallas really needs is a 6 man that can come off the bench and get some rebounds. Portland has 41 offensive rebounds in the first 2 games, and that's produced 59 points. Down here, they love to talk about cattle drives, and if that was the case for the Mavericks, it's been a tough year. The trail boss, John McLeod, went down a month into the season. Along the way, Adrian Danley went down somewhere in Oklahoma. Brad Davis just outside of town. Now James Donaldson is hobbled as well.
I think that the key for them is to find someone other than James Donaldson to do the board work. And if they can do that, then they can extend the series, and maybe it'll start tonight.
Either that or he'll need the healing waters of the Reunion Fountain. Live from the Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas, the 1990 NBA playoffs as Blazer Broadcasting presents the Portland Trailblazers and the Dallas Mavericks. Hello again, everyone. Pat Lafferty and Steve Jones courtside, and tonight, Steve, for the Dallas Mavericks, it's do or die for the Trailblazers, a chance to win a playoff series for the first time in 5 years.
Well, I think that all of the pressure is on the Dallas Mavericks, and they're the team that's going to have to make another adjustment. Their biggest concern has been their bench and James Donaldson, and where they're going to get some rebounding production will be interesting to see how the Trailblazers approach them tonight. Certainly, Portland should be very aggressive at the start of the game.
Biggest key to the ball game in your eyes?
Well, for Dallas, I really think that they have to get a lead, get the crowd involved in the ball game. For Portland, I think that they have to be very aggressive defensively. As we look at all of those keys, I think one of the things that Portland must do tonight is maintain their poise. This is a noisy place.
Let's go to public address announcer Kevin McCarthy and tonight's starting lineup.
At forward in his 9th year for Maryland, number 52, Buck Williams. At center in his 4th season from Eastern Illinois, 00, Kevin Duckworth. At guard in his 7th year from Houston, number 22, Clyde Drexler. And a guard in his 5th year from Wisconsin, Stevens Point, number 30, Terry Porter. The head coach of the Blazers, Rick Adelman. His assistants, Jack Shallow and John Wetzel. The trainer, Mike Sheminsky. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Dallas Mavericks. Forward in his 4th year for Michigan, number 42, Roy Tarpley. At forward in his 5th year for North Carolina, number 44, Sam Perkins. At center in his 10th year from Washington State, number 40, James Donaldson. At guard in his 7th year from Illinois, number 12, Derek Harper. And at guard in his 9th year from Kansas State, number 22, Rolando Blackman. The head coach of the Mavericks, Richie Adubato. His assistant, Gar Hurd, the trainer, Doug Atkinson. Tonight's officials are Mike Mathis, Danny Crawford, and Lee Jones. And the National Basketball Association has requested that.
We talked to Jerome Kersey prior to the game and asked him how important it was for Portland to get an early lead and keep the crowd out of the game.
Yeah, that's very important. We come into a very good start and really put some doubt in their mind. I'm quite sure there's a little bit in their mind now. But if we come out and really jump on them, that's going to make them like really start looking at each other and going, hey, we really got no chance. These guys are ready to play. And just, you know, we just have to control the game right from the onset and make it our game, our tempo.
Our officials tonight are Mike Mathis, Danny Crawford, Lee Jones. You see the starting lineups. The big question mark was Donaldson, Steve, and he's going to give it a go, bad knees and all.
Well, Donaldson is a very courageous guy, evidenced by the fact that he's even out there playing after a real tough injury a year ago. He feels that he can help the team more by being out there than sitting on the bench. We'll see if that, in fact, is true.
Danny Crawford tosses the ball in the air, and the Mavericks have the opening tap. Familiar matchups if you've watched the first 2 games or listened. Terry Porter with Derek Harper. Sam Perkins and Jerome Kersey. Rolando Blackman with Clyde Drexler. Roy Tarpley, Buck Williams. And the Blazers get the ball on a turnover by the Mavericks. And Portland goes on offense. Tonight, Donaldson matching with Duckworth. That's a change in Adubato's defensive matchup. Kersey. And the Blazers lead 2-0. Penetration, shot, block, Donaldson, tie 2-2.
Blackman wanted a call on that. He did get nicked on the way in, but that was good team help by the Trailblazers to make him take a tough shot.
Duckworth drives on Donaldson. Shot rolls off, and the rebound goes for Roy Tarpley. Tarpley has been the one Maverick outstanding in the series. 22 points, 15.5 rebounds per game.
This is a matchup that they'll try to exploit the most tonight. Sam Perkins against Jerome Kersey. They don't feel they've gotten as much mileage out of it as they could have. We'll see if that turns out to be a problem for Portland tonight.
10:40 left, first quarter. Dallas leading by a deuce. Quarter to tie. 4-4. Dallas media has really made this kind of a courage test for the Mavericks, Steve, and feel that they've been just dominated on the boards and have lacked effort and heart.
They have been dominated, and since rebounding is a lot of hard work, they feel that the heart is suspect. You've got to be willing to challenge. This is a smaller team, and normally say big guys are supposed to do the job on the board. Porter for 3.
Rebound to Roy Tarpley, his second of the ball game. Harper sets the offense. Perkins with Kersey. Sam inside. Rebound, Jerome. Drexler, who has struggled with his shooting at 30%. Intercepted Donaldson. And Perkins in transition.
Well, the one thing you know, and they missed Tarpley wide open, is that Dallas is not really a good transition team. The only guy that will go in a break is Derek Harper. They miss in close.
Blazers in transition, and Buck Williams foul on the way to the basket. It's Rolando Blackman, his first.
You'll see numbers. Dallas is slow getting back, and Buck Williams attacks Rolando Blackman and picks up the foul. Blackman in game one was in foul trouble early, never really got involved at the offensive end. In game two, he was steady throughout. They need a huge game from Blackman and Harper tonight in order to make up for the fact that they may not get any bench production.
Blazers as a team in the playoffs shooting 72% from the line. Buck 29 rebounds in 2 games. And Portland leads by 2 at 6-4. We have 9.5 minutes left first quarter. Harper for 3. Rebound to Buck Williams. Knocked away and out of bounds by Sam Perkins. Perkins will be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. Could be his last game. On the Trailblazer bench, rookie Cliff Robinson. Terry Porter. Penetration. Williams staggers out and loses the ball. No foul call. Foul is called as they try and flag down Derek Harper and do so.
Harper's the flyer on their team, and you'll see the ball is knocked back by Rolando Blackman, and inside the ball is stripped away by Perkins. They try to get out on a break, and his arm is grabbed by Jerome Kersey.
First foul on the Blazers. Portland still leading by 2 at 6-4. 8:40 left first quarter. Donaldson. They count the basket on an extended continuation, and Rick Adelman cannot believe they allow it.
Donaldson sorely wanting to make a contribution, gets the contact right there, continues on. They give him the hoop. Now he has a chance for a three-point play. An early start like that for Donaldson would certainly give him a shot in the arm. You know, psychologically, he has been struggling, not only to score, but to do the things that he does well. To get a couple of baskets would lift him up.
He has 4 points already, and we're tied at 6. To break the tie? No. Turned away. Third rebound for Tarpley. Harper in transition. Rebound. Perkins stepped on the end line. Still good hustle by Perkins to trail the play. As you see the Trailblazer bench, Portland trying to pick up a 3-0 sweep tonight. And this was the bench that was so key in Rick Adelman's second game win.
There have been very few teams that have come back. There are a couple right there, the Golden State Warriors, and of course you remember the Portland Pistons.
I do, but many of our listeners don't.
What you'd like to see Portland doing right now is moving the ball a little bit quicker. It took a lot of time to get into that play.
And a turnover at the other end. We have played 4 minutes. We're tied 6-6.
They give Drexler plenty of room.
Long rebound, Buck Williams. Looks for the cutter. Can't find him. Goes outside to Kevin. Williams takes it hard and scores.
What Buck saw was a seam of daylight. No one came to him. Put it on the floor. Got inside. Porter picks up the foul against a hard driving Derek Harper. And again, the guy that you're going to have to be most concerned about taking that early chance is Harper. So you've got to be able to stop him and the basketball before he gets into that 15-foot area.
3 team fouls on Portland. 1 team foul on Dallas. Foul on Terry was his first. Kersey and Duckworth also have 1 apiece. Rolando Blackman. First basket of the night for the Dallas backcourt. They had missed their first 3 shots. Dallas and Portland tied at 8. Tempo favoring the Mavericks.
Good
Excellent
pass
entry.
Inside to Drexler.
First basket for Clyde. Portland up 10-8.
Porter's doing one of the very good things. This guy's going to have to play a lot tonight in Derek Harper. He's making him work against some early defensive pressure. Blackman at the basket.
We are tied again, this time at 10-10. Drexler reverses the floor. Kersey over Perkins. And Portland leads 12-10. So we continue to seesaw back and forth. Portland a 2-point advantage, and Dallas responding to tie the score. Harper, as you may recall, had a big first half in Game 2 with 21, then went 0 for 9 as he tired in quarters 3 and 4. Donaldson. We're tied again, and Donaldson has 6. He's averaged only 5 in the first 2 games. Duckworth.
Nice move along the baseline. Couldn't get the first one. They'll get it back.
Duckworth wants it. Shot blocked.
Roll 10.
And Portland leads 14-12. Basket for Kevin Duckworth.
Tarpley came over, got there too late. And again, the concern for Dallas is offensive rebound, as you see a studied look of Mark Bryant.
We're halfway through the opening quarter. Portland leading by 2. Tarpley misses. Rebound up for grabs, and Buck Williams has it. Drexler. Strong drive. Scores and draws the foul. And we have our first timeout. 5:44 left. First quarter from Reunion. It's Portland 16 and Dallas 12. Portland leads Dallas by 4. Let's go to our Computerland Fast Stats.
The concern is still a big one for the Dallas Mavericks. Portland got the early advantage on the boards, and I know that Richie Adubato is trying to impress on his team. You've got to box these people off.
7 of those 10 Portland rebounds belong to Buck Williams. And the Blazers have also made their last 5 shots in a row from the field, Steve. Clyde Drexler trying to complete a 3-point play and push the Portland lead to 5, and does. 17-12, Blazers on top, 5:44 left, first quarter. Tarpley trying to post with Buck Williams. Double. Shot won't go, tap does. Sam Perkins. So Perkins' second basket makes it a 3-point game at 17-14.
If Dallas was really to have any success, that would be the guy that could really help him, Tarpley, because he can go inside and out. Great fake by Porter, but he can't finish the play. Fouls in trying to make a steal from the rear.
Second foul on Terry Porter.
See Porter come in, look Donaldson off, but he couldn't finish the play. A little upset that he didn't try to make a steal on the ball. Thought he had all ball. Whistle goes to Blackman and Dallas.
14 fouls on the Blazers. Mavericks have 2. Steal. Porter has Williams on his left. Porter scores. He draws the foul. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play. So Terry strikes back.
The key, of course, is to stop the ball. You see Blackman try to get out of the way, got enough contact, realized that it was the wrong kind. He's disgusted. Porter rejoices and now has a chance for a 3-point play.
Blackman's second personal foul. Terry Porter has made 24 of 25 free throws in the series. 96%. The Blazers up by half a dozen. Harper. First basket for Derek Harper. And now everyone has scored except Roy Tarpley. 4:40 to play, first quarter.
A foul against Duckworth, trying to free himself against Donaldson. Second personal foul.
So with 4.5 minutes left in the opening quarter, Steve, Rick Adelman a bit concerned because 2 of his starters have a pair of personals. Kevin Duckworth and Terry Porter. For the Mavericks, Orlando Blackman with 2. Blackman to Harper. Fumbles it, loses a chance for a 3. Drive for 2 and score. Portland 20, Dallas 18, 4:15, first quarter. Buck Williams draws the foul on the drive off a nice shovel pass from Clyde Drexler.
Portland's ball movement, personnel movement is breaking down the interior defense of the Mavericks. They're really out of position to try to help. You'll see the contact. Roy Tarpley picked up his first personal foul, and that will send Buck Williams back to the line. That is the key for Portland tonight. Moving the ball, keeping themselves active at the offensive end. Don't stand around.
Wayne Cooper will come in. Kevin Duckworth will come out with the 2 fouls. This at the 4:05 mark. Cooper at one time was a member of the Dallas Mavericks franchise. Buck makes 1 of 2. Rebound tapped outside, and Derek Harper has it. Blazers leading by 3, 4 minutes to go first quarter. Donaldson posting low with Cooper. Blackman turned away. Porter the rebound on a Buck Williams tap. Kersey scores and draws the foul. It's Derek Harper, first personal foul.
Numbers, and that continues to be the story. Buck Williams on one side, Drexler clears through, and that allows Kersey to get the pass. You see the reach by Harper, the strength of Kersey, and the three-point play.
7 points now for Jerome Kersey, and the Blazers have opened up a 6-point lead, largest of the night at 24-18. Perkins triple team. Harpley won't roll in. Blazers screen off, and Kersey gets the rebound. Kersey. Foul on the drive.
Sam Perkins, the crowd responds with the boo, but this is the kind of play that will keep them quiet. Perkins thought he got a piece of the ball, but there are a lot of Trailblazers back and challenge him at the basket, and that's a problem for Dallas. They have got to be able to get back in the paint before Portland gets at the basket. They haven't done it tonight.
Danny Young is in. Terry Porter is out. And a fast start for Jerome Kersey. He has 9. He is 3 of 3 at the line. The Blazers push the lead to 8. 3:15 left, quarter number 1.
This is not the position that Dallas wanted. Portland leading early in the ball game. Blackman comes back with a hoop.
Drexler finds Jerome. Kicks outside to Sam Perkins. Derek Harper. So the Mavericks come back with 4 straight. The Portland lead is cut to 4. 26-22. Harper's made his last 3 shots. Drexler near the 3-point line. It was a 3-point try. Perkins rebounds for Dallas. Harper, hard push. Blocked from behind. Kersey.
Tremendous play by Kersey, but the ball bounced up. Drexler tips it.
Danny Young, Clyde on Perkins. Trailer, Kersey, score!
Drexler out of control as he couldn't quite get the ball charged. Basket wiped out.
And a timeout, 2:15 left, first quarter. Portland leading Dallas by 4.
The Dallas Mavericks streaker is Derek Harper. He thought he had a hoop, but again, the real tremendous desire and hustle of Jerome Kersey is evident. The ball is tipped away by Drexler. Portland now gets a chance to stay in the transition game, but right here, Drexler loses control of the ball, and he picks up a charge, and they wipe out the hoop.
We have 2:10 to go first quarter. You see Portland up by 4. Pat Lafferty, Steve Jones courtside at Reunion Arena. Shot no good. Follow, no good. Foul is called. Herb Williams, number 32, now in the game for Dallas. We also see number 21, that is Anthony Jones out of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Herb Williams has been the bench, and that was one of the reasons that they did not want to start him. They have not been getting strong production. They felt that Donaldson did come off the bench. He probably would not be able to give them the same kind of pop that Herb Williams does. Anthony Jones in the ball game, a tremendous perimeter player who has never done it in a game. Now he's in a big-time situation. We'll see what happens.
A 2-point game. Dallas has scored the last 6 points. Danny Young pressured by Derek Harper. Buck Williams, who has 9 rebounds. Drexler score at the basket. 5 points now for Drexler, and Portland leads 28-24. Here's Tarpley's shot, blocked by Wayne Cooper. Offensive foul. Roy Tarpley, second personal foul.
This is a team that can ill afford fouls because they can't go deep into the bench. He goes to the baseline. You'll see him get him off and then just push that arm out ever so slightly. Now, a lot of times you people see assistant coaches looking down at the other end of the floor, and what they're looking for is to see what player came in the game. The last time down, it was Anthony Jones. They went right at him, and Drexler got a score. Kersey, who's been hot, explodes to the basket. He's got 11 in the period.
Portland leading by half a dozen. Steve, we're approaching the 1-minute mark left opening period. Kersey now 4 of 6 from the floor. Tarpley 0 of 5. Donaldson. That's 8 for Donaldson. 30-26, 4-point ball game. Young to Cooper. Quick entry. Young shot partially blocked, followed good.
Buck Williams wanted to foul as he got pushed on the way in, but again, it's the activity of the Trailblazers at the offensive end that's hurting the defensive efforts of Dallas. A bigger, slower team now being beat with quickness.
Anthony Jones. Tarpley. Harper. Half a minute left in the quarter, as you see. Harper. Rebound to Cooper. Let's pause here 5 seconds for station identification. You're watching the Trailblazer Television Network.
KOIN TV, Portland, Vancouver, your season ticket to Blazer action.
32-26 Blazers. 21 seconds left. Shot clock is off.
They're calling for trap, and the only guy that looks to be shooting this ball would have been, before they got it to Herb Williams, would have been Derek Harper.
Now 32-28. Rick Adelman asked for a 20-second timeout. On the floor, Buck Williams.
You'll see the play underneath, and you'll see the elbow of James Donaldson come crashing down right around the cheekbone area of Buck Williams. And you can only hope in this situation that it is not serious, but right now they're trying to calm him down. You get another angle of it, and Donaldson trying to come in, and you'll see the glancing blow of the elbow, and it got him right on the cheek.
Was that an overly aggressive show of force, a challenge to meet the courage by Donaldson?
No, the arm just came out. It just was an accidental contact. One guy coming in, his arm's coming out trying to maintain his balance, and he took a shot.
If Buck must come out of the ball game now, and here you see on the left of the screen, team physician Dr. Robert Cook. Dr. Cook with the team here, so he's in now. Trainer Mike Sheminsky in the black shirt, black slacks, lower left of your screen. Bob Cook standing. And then the equipment manager for the Trailblazers, Roger Sabrowski, is in the white shirt. Or no, that's Doug Atkinson, the Dallas trainer, who's also there. So a crushing blow to what appears to be the cheek or socket area around the right eye, and Buck Williams, followed by Dr. Cook, Mike Sheminsky, the trainer, Doug Atkinson, the Dallas trainer, and they'll take him into the Dallas locker room where they have their better medical equipment. Okay, Steve, for the Trailblazers now, we'll see new faces, and Bill Wennington will come in for Dallas. He's really been a non-factor in the series. But for Portland, Cliff Robinson, Mark Bryant, Wayne Cooper are going to have to step in and fill the void, and we don't know for how long. Donaldson is out.
Injuries are always a part of playoffs, and certainly we have seen teams hurt by key players being knocked out with injuries. For the Detroit Pistons, it was Isaiah Thomas and Adrian Dantley. The Trailblazers hope that that is not the case here tonight with Buck Williams.
Buck Williams leaving here with 7 points and 10 rebounds in the first quarter. Drazen Petrovic. Final 4 seconds. Counts if it goes. And that's it. After 1 quarter in Dallas, it's the Trailblazers 34 and the Mavericks 28.
Tonight's playoff game is brought to you by your area BP station. BP, on the move throughout Oregon. By First Interstate Bank, celebrating 125 years of service to Oregon. And by your local Coca-Cola bottler. Coca-Cola Classic. You can't beat the feeling.
Opening possession, second quarter. Wayne Cooper, Danny Young, shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 3. Young forces it up, and Steve Alford, who just checked into the game, is called for the foul. Alford wearing number 2.
Young got the call from Rick Adelman. We're against the shot clock. You got to get the ball in the air. If you watch Kevin Duckworth, who really got taken out of the ball game early with fouls, did a good job of getting Alford to go for the ball fake. Now he'll be at the line. During that timeout, we had a chance to go into the Trailblazer huddle, and it is a huddle with everybody, making a contribution, but in supreme confidence and command of their game. They exchanged some ideas with one another. They saw who the Dallas Mavericks were going to have out on the floor. We'll see whether they can come up with another 30-point period as Rick Adelman wants them to push the ball.
Okay, Steve, Trailblazers now have matched their largest lead, 8 points. It's 36-28, opening minute, second quarter. Alford and Blackman the backcourt, and they combine for a basket.
That's going to be a matchup that is going to be some concern for Rick Adelman, because Blackman knows he has to have a big game tonight. He's going to be looking to air the ball out a lot more. Robinson stripped to the ball.
Roy Tarpley has it for the Mavericks. Traveled with the ball, double dribble. The Blazers now with Danny Young, Drazen Petrovic in the backcourt, and Wayne Cooper, Cliff Robinson, and Jerome Kersey along the front line. Mavericks with Bill Wennington, Roy Tarpley, Herb Williams along the front line, and then Blackman and Alford in backcourt. Richie Adubato said he would not put Alford on Petrovic tonight. He would strictly guard Danny Young. Petro burned him in game 2. Wennington outside. Somebody's got a mismatch. Young all the way. And missed Jerome Kersey.
The Dallas Mavericks showed crap. Danny Young did the right thing, and at the last minute decided not to try to take the shot, try to make a pass back outside. Misjudged it, threw it away.
Bill Wennington knocked away by Cliff Robinson and stolen by Robinson. Lead to Young. And Danny Young converts. Excellent play by the Blazers. Transition, instant conversion, defense to offense. Young's played well in the series, Steve, averaging 8 a game.
Danny Young has been very aggressive at both ends of the floor and certainly made a big contribution for Portland. They'd like, Dallas would like to find some aggressive player like that off the bench. Big block by Robinson from the rear. Tough break on the call.
Terry Porter on the Blazer bench, averaging 21.5 points a game in this series. That's tops on the Portland team. Here's Alfred. About as sure a thing at the free throw line as you'll find. (38-32). Portland on top by 6. 10 minutes to go, first half. Petrovic. Kersey. And Jerome scores. That's 13 for Jerome Kersey, who's been sensational in this opening half.
Just got an update on Buck Williams. He's got small cuts above and below the eye. There's no bleeding in the eye. He is expected to return probably in the second half. Mavericks got 10 seconds to get the ball up and down.
Update on the Cleveland-Philadelphia series. They've now moved to Richfield for that third game. And Wayne Cooper rebounds the Dallas miss. Kersey is 5 of 7 from the floor, has had the hot hand.
Well, Jack Shallow felt that Jerome would shoot the ball well. He shot it well yesterday in practice, and that confidence continues on.
Rolando Blackman
for three.
Rebound to Drazen. Danny Young as the Blazers push to forecourt. Robinson to Cooper. Young to Petro. Kersey. Rebound inside to Bill Winnington. 9 minutes to go, first half. Blazers up by 8. Alfred. Nice drive. 40-34.
A little change of gears by Alfred, and he was right at the basket before the defense could react, and he gets 2 from the field for the first time. In this situation, Kersey has tried to go by the bigger people. He thought he had a chance to get to the free throw line as he went by Herb Williams, and they say charge Bill Whittington.
It is the second foul on Jerome Kersey. Now Danny Young is out. Terry Porter is back in. And Rick Adelman also wants to bring in Big Mark Bryan. Here he comes. Second-year forward out of Seton Hall. He'll come in and replace Jerome Kersey. Blazers by 6, 8:25 left, first half. Herb Williams.
They're giving Herb Williams a lot of chances to produce some points for him, realizing that he's going to be the guy that will do it more likely than any other player for them.
Robinson and Herb Williams. Strong defensive stand, the rebound to Sam Perkins, and the crowd starts to get back into the ball game. Tarpley doubled. Shot clock still at 10, lots of time.
Good play by Robinson off the ball. There's 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Kevin Duckworth will come back in, and Wayne Cooper will come out. It's one thing the Blazers have liked about Cliff Robinson all year, and that is his defensive instinct. Tough shot by Perkins. Foul won't go, and the rebound. Foul will be called on Portland. Kevin, yes, it is his 3rd personal foul.
You'll see Duckworth come in right there. Now the ball will come up. Duckworth was out of the play. Unfortunately for him, got a bad call.
7.5 left, second quarter. Tarpley and Bryant. Double team. Duck there. Herb Williams. Blew the dunk. Try again. Score. So Herb Williams, a silent partner for Dallas in the first 2 games, has come off the bench and scored 8. We've got a 2-point game.
Williams has given him a shot in the arm and some bench production. What Portland has to do at this point is maintain their poise and presence out on the floor. Tarpley.
Dallas a chance to tie. Mavericks have scored 6 in a row. Williams. 40-40. Portland timeout. I believe at 20 here. It's a 20, but they need to go to a full timeout, Steve. 6:47 left. First half, a deadlock at 40. Pat Lafferty, Steve Jones with our executive producer, director George Wash, and our coordinating producer, J.R. Hillman at Reunion Arena in Dallas. And the Mavericks are trying to keep that string intact, Steve.
Well, that's impressive. They've been a team that's been in the playoffs and have always managed to at least garner 1 or 2 victories, and they're fighting for their lives right now. Portland's field goal percentage has dropped dramatically, and on the right arm of Dallas, they're back into it, shooting 56%. Herb Williams with 6 points and a 10-2 run to give the Mavericks a shot. 6:47 left in the period, and that perhaps will be where Buck Williams will be missed most, because he has done an excellent job on the people up front.
Rebound update, Portland 20 and Dallas 16. Dallas has out-rebounded the Blazers 6-4 in this quarter. Clyde Drexler back in for Portland. Mark Bryant, foul. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The foul is on Herb Williams.
The penetration by Drexler hurt them initially, but it was a pass by Cliff Robinson that gave Bryant a chance to really get right at the basket. Herb Williams, trying to make the block, picks up those fouls.
There's Williams out of Ohio State. Spent most of his career with the Indiana Pacers. Mark Bryant's first point. Portland leading by 1, 41-40. 6.5 minutes to go. First half, Blazers by 2. Harper and Blackman, again the Dallas backcourt. Alford playing brief minutes. Herb Williams.
Two players running to Herb Williams, got a quick shot, and Mark Bryant couldn't control that air ball, so they'll get it back. 7 on the shot clock.
Harper trying to hit the cutter down the lane. Terry Porter alertly blocked the pass. Shot clock is at 7. At 3.
Oh, what a block by Robinson.
Drexler and Porter. Clyde can't finish. Porter is there. Heavy traffic. Foul.
Robinson off the ball again, knocks down a drive in the middle, and Drexler trying to beat Herb Williams and the defense back. You felt he got stripped of the ball right at the end, but there's Porter to pick it up and a chance to go to the line.
And for Dallas, Sam Perkins, that is personal foul number 3. Terry Porter, 6 points. Bill Winnington will come in. Perkins will have to come out with his 3rd foul. Again, Winnington virtually has been no factor in the series, averaging only 1 point and 1 rebound per game. Blazers leading by 3, 6 minutes left. First half. The margin is now 4 at 44-40. Portland has won all 6 games against Dallas this season, including 2 here at Reunion. Blackman and Drexler. Blackman.
Goaltend by Whittington, trying to get into the basket. Tough shot by Blackman, trying to get himself squared away, and you'll see Whittington not only come over the top, but reach in the cylinder. They take that try away.
Five and a half left, second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Porter over Blackman. Offensive rebound, Robinson, and scores. That's the first basket for Cliff Robinson, but he's done an awful lot of nice things out there.
Well, Robinson playing well within himself tonight and has taken his time, and that's his first opportunity, but using his long arms to snare that rebound.
Foul called. It's on Mark Bryant. First personal on Mark as Donaldson will come in, Winnington will come out.
This will be the test for Donaldson right now. Having set as long as he has, can he come back and get close to where he was in that first period of play? A double on Tarplin.
Donaldson open. Pass deflected. Cliff in the lead and scores. So Cliff Robinson sparking the Blazers off the bench tonight the way Young and Petrovic did in Game 2. Blazers have scored 8 in a row, and we have a Dallas timeout for 20 seconds. 4:38 to go, first half, and Portland leading 48-40 as we see the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Donald Carter.
Robinson using his long arms. He's really reacted to the ball well tonight and then sprints down the other end of the floor. There's nothing that Herb Williams can do about those young legs, and he drives it home with 2 hands. Oh, it's a great thing to be young.
And there's Norm Sanju. Steve, since we see Norm Sanju, who's the chief executive officer and general manager of this team, he and Donald Carter and Rick Sun, the basketball man, are going to have some key decisions about this franchise at the end of the year, and a lot of people here don't know which way they're going to go.
Well, there's going to be some changes made. This is a team that's too similar, and when they're forced to injuries or any kind of breakdown, they don't get any change to their game properly. Yet to strike. Drexler rebound.
Clyde has cutters left and right, leaves the ball for Terry Porter. Pass inside, deflected. Herb Williams has it. He's played very well for Dallas, far and away his best game. We're moving up on 4 minutes left in the first half, and the Blazers lead by 8. Tarpley, 0 of 6, and now 0 of 7.
Well, Tarpley's had these kind of games for Portland before. They got a 3-on-2, but oh my, Cliff Robinson decides he'll become a playmaker, leaves it right above the basket for Drexler.
Like your play-by-play call. Cliff Robinson is doing a lot of very, very good things tonight, and the Blazers now have a 10-point run and lead 50-40. Harper. Herb Williams, wide open. Cliff went to double, and Williams made him pay the price. For Herb, 8 in the quarter, a dozen in the game. He's Dallas' leading scorer. Foul, Derek Harper. 4th team foul on the Mavericks. Blazers have 3 team fouls in the quarter. 3:23 left here in the period. Jerome Kersey will come in.
The psychological lift that they got from Herb Williams coming in and bringing them to a 40-40 tie was turned away by Cliff Robinson, and some strong defensive play. Good alertness at the offensive end. Portland back on top. Drexler misses that one.
Long rebound, Derek Harper. Traveling Derek Harper lost control on the dribble. Cliff Robinson, close up. And you get an excellent view on Blazer Broadcasting of the Portland offense coming out of backcourt, and Terry Porter with the set. Heavy side of the offense stacked, and they'll run cutters across. Drexler on the loop. Kersey pops out with Herb Williams. Jerome
Kersey got his own miss, put it back in. He's had a huge first half, 15-4 in this period.
52-42, Blazers by 10, and 2:40 left first half. Blackman, bump. Clyde, I believe. That's the second foul on Clyde Drexler. And we have a timeout. We have 2:35 left, first half, 10-point lead, Portland. The Trailblazers break the huddle with 2:35 left here in the second quarter, and Portland leading 52-42. Rick Adelman, Steve, still wants to play for Clyde Drexler. Same play we saw last time down.
He's got an interchange which involves Drexler and Kersey, and we'll see which gets the ball. But Portland again displaying a great deal of confidence and poise in that huddle. They have command of the game and their presence down here against a team that's going to have to play a perfect 26 minutes in order to get out here with a victory. Steele, Cooper.
Cooper will slow it down, and the Blazers will set. Dallas only 2 points in the last 4 minutes. Mark Bryant.
Every time they have exposed James Donaldson, they have allowed that player to go one-on-one. This time it's Mark Bryant, and he scores 2.
Blazers on a 14-2 run. As you see, we're coming up on 2 minutes left first half. Blackman. Rebound, Tarpley. Steele, Drexler. Porter. Score. Foul, and it counts.
Blackman tried to make the play that would stop the break. You'll see Drexler strip the ball, and right there, Blackman is trying to grab him, couldn't get him, and the official doesn't make the play. There's the contact. Porter maintains good control. Now we have a chance for a three-point play as the Trailblazers are trying to finish it right now.
Timeout with 1:47 to go. First half, 56-42. Time to remind you this telecast is presented by Authority of the Portland Trail Blazers solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any rebroadcast, reproduction, or any other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Trailblazers is prohibited.
There's Adrian Dantley, and the question is, could Dantley help this team? The broken right tibia is healed, but he elected not to come back and play. He has missed much of the season, and I'm not sure that he could have helped them much, but he is a proven scorer, and right now they need somebody that can get the ball in the basket.
He made a buyback of his contract and, of course, will be headed elsewhere next year. And there's the important third guard, the last of the original Dallas Mavericks, Brad Davis, who's out with a pull of the right hamstring. Davis said last night that he hoped he might be able to return for a Game 4 if Dallas could win tonight. And there's Donald Carter and his wife sitting front row and watching their team fall behind by 14 in a 16-2 run.
Well, if you know anything about body language, his wife has cashed it in, and he is hopeful.
If the Blazers and San Antonio both win tonight, then the first game of the Western Conference semifinals would be at Memorial Coliseum, and it would be on Saturday, either afternoon or evening, depending on CBS telecast plans and those to be announced. Updating the NBA scoreboard, Detroit leading Indiana 40-37, late second quarter. Cleveland with 8 minutes left, beating Philadelphia, Steve, by 33, 105-72. Chicago over Milwaukee by 2 at the half, and Houston leading the Lakers by 1 late second quarter. Here it's 56-42, a rare missed free throw by Terry, only his second of the series. Tarpley fouled Wayne Cooper.
The Trailblazers defensively have been disruptive at their end of the floor. Dallas has had a tough time establishing their picks and their rolls inside. Cooper just late in trying to get there to make the block, picks up the foul. Tarpley, who has had a tough night from the field, at the free throw line tonight. Everything has been short for him.
He is 0 of 8 from the floor. Misses his first free throw. Came in averaging 22 points a ball game in the first 2 of the series, and he still has drawn a big 0. So Portland in the last 5 minutes has put this game comfortably in their favor. Minute 20 left. Shot clock at 6. Kersey. Bryant keeps it alive. Cooper has got it in. He scored. Again, Portland's very active play. That is their 9th offensive rebound.
Bryant tipped it. Drexler tipped it. Cooper finished the play. And this has to be a demoralizing 5 minutes for the Dallas Mavericks. Once they pulled even at 40, the crowd got into it for a moment, but they have been left out of the ball game. 54 seconds left here in the second period of play.
The foul is on Jerome Kersey. It is his 3rd, so Kersey and Duckworth both with 3. Jerome is out. Cliff Robinson is in.
The Dallas Mavericks in the 3rd period of play in Portland broke down. Tonight it has been the 2nd period, with the exception of the 8 points from this guy, Herb Williams. They have 4 from Alford and 2 from Rolando Blackman, so they have struggled from the field. He misses that free throw.
4 straight missed free throws by Dallas, and in the last 6 minutes, Portland has outscored the Mavericks 18-2.
And the boos are beginning to surface here.
Porter with Tarpley. Ball kept alive by Robinson, but here comes Steve Alford. Drexler near steal. Herb Williams drives hard. Robinson will draw the foul. Again, if you've joined us a little late in the first quarter, Buck Williams caught an inadvertent elbow and is in the locker room, but no break or fracture. a little blurred vision, may come back and play some in the second half. That decision to be made at halftime.
If they continue to have this commanding lead, I'm sure that they will let him get as much rest as he possibly can. Drazen Petrovic enters the ball game for the final 22.9.
That's the first point for Dallas since we had 3.5 minutes left. Our statistician here, Ron Spain, thanks, Ron, a 3-minute drought for the Mavericks. Boy, they haven't had a drought here in the weather, and flash flood warnings are up again tonight. Final 8 seconds. Porter carried the ball.
He wanted to pass, but he saw Drexler put his hand up, and he was going to make the penetration and the kick. Couldn't get it off of his hand and turned it over. Wayne Cooper will come back in for the defensive stop.
58-43, Portland by 15. Largest Blazer lead was 16. Here we go. Alford. Halftime, and at Reunion Arena in Dallas, the Portland Trail Blazers take a commanding 15-point lead to the locker room. The Blazers 58, Dallas 43, and Blazer midgame is coming up next.
Tonight's playoff game is brought to you by Fred Meyer Stores, a Northwest tradition for over 65 years. By your Portland Metro Toyota dealers. You want the best. We've got it right here in the Northwest. By Payless Drugstores, where it's easier to shop, easier to save. And by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft, the #1 draft choice of the Trailblazers. Tap into the cold.
Dallas Mavericks that have a tough time scoring the basketball. The guy that really got them back in the ball game was Herb Williams. He had a stretch in that period of the ball game where he was able to score and ignite them at the offensive end. But it was Cliff Robinson that countered his play, and it was Cliff Robinson with the defense and the offense that put Portland back to the comfortable advantage that they had at the intermission. A very interesting game for Robinson and the Trailblazers. He passed it. He defended it. He did everything that it took for him to be a factor in this game tonight. We'll be back with a look at the stats.
We'll take a look at them right now,
All
Steve.
right.
Our Computerland stats board here at intermission. And we find the Trailblazers getting some nice balance, but the man who's been outstanding, Jerome Kersey, at the top of the leaderboard. 6 of 11 from the floor. Drexler and Porter each with 9. Herb Williams, the only strong scoring force for Dallas, 13 points. He played only 11 minutes, but it shows you the kind of performance that Buck Williams gave the Trailblazers with 10 rebounds and 7 points. We also get word that Buck will be taken over to a Baylor Medical Center, and they'll have an ophthalmologist take a look at him as a precaution just to make sure that that blurred vision that he's still experiencing is not a problem. So Buck will not play in the second half tonight. Portland, very solid. Now, this is their best shooting in the series so far. 50%. They've held the Mavericks to only 43. Does the board dominance continue? Yes, it does, and that's a major factor. And also, look at the excellent free throw shooting Portland has had tonight. 14 of 16, while it's the Mavericks who have struggled, only 5 of 11. Let's go now to Steve Jones.
Well, we're with the best front runner in the NBA, Jack Shallow. Your team is on top again. Did this first half go according to what you thought?
Well, I thought so. We were happy that we stayed with our game plan, and when they kept hitting it at first, we just didn't let up and just kept playing good defense, rebounding, and taking the ball to the basket.
So what did you say to Cliff Robinson, because he has been outstanding tonight?
Nobody said anything to him. He just wanted to play.
All right. Well, the Trailblazers are now in a position to where they've got an advantage. You think you'll see any kind of a letdown because this team has to have something in this third period at the Dallas Mavericks?
No, I don't think so. Our players want to win this third one and get home.
All right. Well, the brooms are out. Let's go to Pat.
Let's take a look again at the injury to Buck Williams. Watch the left elbow of James Donaldson, and it caught Buck Williams right around the eye socket, the right eye. There were 2 small cuts, but the problem that Buck is still having is some blurred vision, and again, they have taken Buck to the Baylor Medical Center where an ophthalmologist will take a precautionary look at that eye. Turning point of the ball game as we get ready to start the third quarter. The final 6 minutes and 45 seconds where Portland of the second quarter, where Portland outscored Dallas 18-3. Blazers starting Mark Bryant now at power forward. Porter's pass deflected out of bounds by Derek Harper. Our shot clock at 13. Pat Lafferty, Steve Jones courtside. Our assistant director tonight, Charlotte Spivey. Our statistician, Ron Spain. We're delighted to have you with us. Third quarter just underway, and the Blazers leading Dallas by 15 and leading in the series 2-0. Bryant with Tarpley. Rebound to Roy Tarpley. Tarpley shooting problems. Major reason why Dallas is down at halftime. He failed to make a point in the first half.
One of the problems for Dallas is they're not a team that can come back from big deficits because they have to execute so hard. Drexler with the steal.
Lead to Porter. Harper is back. Duckworth the cutter, and Terry goes in and scores. 11 points for Terry Porter, who led Blazer rebounders in the first half with 5. I'm sorry, assist men with 5, and we've got a 20-second timeout taken right away by Richie Adubato. His team down by 17. Maybe it's time to put the horses in the circle.
There aren't enough 20-second timeouts to stop this kind of play. Drexler just did a great job of coming over and making a read on the play, pushing it hard the other way, and Terry Porter gets an easy transition basket. This is where they talk about team defense, when a player from the weak side comes to the strong side of the ball, and you can see what happens when they turn the ball over. It's an easy hoop.
Clyde's third steal of the night. And there is that Cleveland thrashing of Philadelphia. Chicago and Milwaukee, a 2-pointer at the half. Updates on the other scores. Sam Perkins with a field goal. Perkins only has 6. Who could have possibly guessed, Steve, when this game started, that at halftime, Perkins and Tarpley combined would have only 4 points and would be 2 of 12 from the field?
No one could have forecasted it, but that has been a problem. One of the rare mistakes for Portland at the other end. Harper flies to the hoop.
Blazers 60, Dallas 47. Porter. Bulldog down by James Donaldson. And Porter has words with James.
Porter had words by himself because Donaldson just got up and walked away. Porter was right in the fact that he hog-tied him out there in front. You can see he just pushes him to the ground.
I mean, that looked like the best of Larry Mahan, Steve. Duckworth. Kevin keeps it alive. And we have a loose ball foul, and it is on Portland. It is Kevin Duckworth, and it is his 4th foul.
Duckworth is having a real tough time getting any chance to play in the game, and a couple of calls have just gone against him where he made good plays and nothing but a bad whistle took him out of it.
Played only 9 minutes in the first half, had just 2 points, 1 of 4 shooting, and 2 rebounds.
But Duckworth has asked Rick Adelman to let him stay in, let him get some rhythm in the game, see if he can't get it going at the offensive end. Harper.
Rebound comes off and belongs to Portland. Richie Adubato trying to encourage his team on. They trail by 13, 9:40 to go, third quarter. Blazers play a 2-man game, and there's Duckworth. And that's that play that Rick talked about and we saw in the first half, except this time it's Duckworth in the Kersey slot.
They got a switch, and Duckworth had a mismatch against Blackman, just shot over the top. An easy opportunity for him. That's his first 2 since the first period of play.
Blackman slides by Kevin. Let's pause 5 seconds for station identification. You're watching the Trailblazer Television Network.
KOIN TV, Portland, Vancouver, your season ticket to Blazer action.
9 minutes left, third quarter, 62-49, Portland on top. Last time Dallas led in the game, 4-2.
This is a period that Dallas has got to try to contain Portland, and they've also got to get some scoring at the offensive end. Against the shot clock, Donaldson.
10 for Donaldson.
Great
Entry pass.
position by Mark Bryant. The ball was knocked out of his hands by Tarpley as Drexler tried to squeeze it to him.
Scoring in the quarter, 8 for Dallas, 4 for Portland. Drexler, no. Rebound, Sam Perkins. Mavericks in transition with Harper. Blazer defense is back. Donaldson now will just join the offense. Blackman, double screen, score. It's now 62-53, and the Blazer lead is down to 9. 8 minutes to go, third quarter. They have breathed new life into the crowd at Reunion. Kersey. Jerome was 17. He's now made 7 of 12 shots. Double team. Perkins can't score. Offensive rebound. Donaldson shovels it back out. Steal. Kersey. Porter. Block. They'll count it.
The defensive tenacity of Jerome Kersey evident again. He pushes the ball across to a flying Terry Porter. Perkins trying to knock it away. Gets the goaltend.
And again, the reason, he touched the ball after it had first touched the glass. Blazers by 13. Steal again. Drexler's quick hand. Clyde, yes. Went upstairs and came back down. 11 for Clyde. The lead is back to 15. 7 minutes to play, third quarter.
In order to come back against a good team, you've got to be able to take care of the basketball, and you've also got to sustain it at the defensive end. They haven't been able to shut down Portland. Missed by Harper inside.
Porter. Bryant. Foul, James Donaldson.
This is a team that is oozing with confidence as we go to the break.
6:31 left, third quarter. Blazers by 15. Well, Steve, there's a game we hope we don't have to televise. Nice to be flying home to Portland tomorrow and getting ready for the opener of the Western Conference semis on Saturday.
Well, I said that Portland would win this series, and I felt that they would sweep them. They're in a position to do so right now. Mark Bryant has come in and really given the team a good lift, played solid, got a good opportunity to go to the hoop. Now he's back at the line. 6.5
minutes to play, third quarter. Portland leading by 16, 69-53. Dallas made one run, and Portland has once again taken total command. 6 points for Mark Bryant. Blazers have scored 8 straight in the last minute 40. Blackman.
And Portland is switching everything. Blackman, realizing he had Bryant on him, elected to shoot over the top and got it to go down. He's got 6 in the period.
Almost midway through the quarter, coming up on 6 minutes left, as you see. Clyde. Shot comes off to Donaldson. Duckworth Smith. Harper. Harpley. Still can't score, but they'll count the basket on a goaltend to pin on the glass. First basket of the night for Roy Tarpley.
The crowd responds as earlier they were booing Tarpley, but you have those nights when the ball simply won't go in.
Deflection. Illegal defense called first. Roy Tarpley guilty of the violation. It is the first illegal defense call of the night. Portland ball side court in the new 24-second clock.
And Drexler was trying to get the ball down deep to Bryant, who was standing underneath the basket by himself.
Kersey from the top. Jerome continues to shoot the lights out. He has 19 points, and the Portland lead is 15, 72-57.
Nice move by Tarpley. Got the defense to go up and then snake out the other side of the hoop for Tarpley.
Duckworth inside, lost the ball. Tarpley to Harper. Offensive foul, Derek Harper. Fourth foul on Harper. That's a key call.
Harper, the only flyer in the backcourt, and he was trying to make something happen. Porter has seen this play before, stepped in, took the charge. He's going to get offered to the scorer's table.
5 minutes to go, third quarter. Blazers 72 and Dallas 59. Portland trying to sweep the Mavericks 3 games to none.
Two-man game, which worked so well in the season.
Kersey. No. Rebound, Roy Tarpley on the weak side. Steal, Duckworth can't control. Good try by Kevin. Looks like that hurt that sore right hand again. You can see Kevin looking at it. Donaldson floats it up. Rebound, Terry Porter, and here come the Blazers again. Still leading by 13.
Well, Rick Adelman has told the team to push, and I think that they have to continue to try to move the ball and look for quick, easy opportunities. They're going to get an offensive foul against Mark Bryant.
And Kevin Duckworth has asked to come out. Wayne Cooper will come in. Mike Shiminsky immediately taking a look at that finger on Duckworth's hand.
You see the arm of Donaldson out, and Bryant trying to get him off, pushes it, and looks at the official. Rick Adelman motioned. What about the elbow on Donaldson?
Computerland update. Foul trouble in the ball game. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Blackman, 11-point game, 72-61. And there's Duckworth. And again, you see that finger. It's being tended to by Mike Shiminsky and Dr. Bob Cook. Wayne Cooper. Tap, won't go. Kersey, third try, still short. Dallas ball.
Alford and Bryant went out of bounds. The ball goes off Mark Bryant. The crowd comes to their feet as the Dallas fans see perhaps a little light. Blackman's come back with 8 points in the period.
Early in this quarter, the score was 62-53. Now Dallas is on an 8-2 run. Herb Williams back in for Dallas. Had a good second quarter. Steal, Portland.
The front line is not a good passing front line, and Herb Williams was trying to make a play to Donaldson. Kersey inside and scores.
6 in the quarter and 21 in the game for Jerome Kersey. Came in tonight averaging 16 a game in the playoffs.
Good pass, as you'll see. Herb Williams trying to pull Kersey off of that.
Cliff Robinson will come in. Mark Bryant will come out. Kevin Duckworth, meanwhile, has gone to the locker room, and they'll take a look at that hand. Jerome trying to complete a 3-point play. Strong on the free throw, and the rebound to Herb Williams. 3 minutes to play, third period.
Trying to come back to Herb Williams. He spins around.
Blocked. And here come the Blazers one more time. Foul is called on Dallas, and we have a timeout. 2:39 to play, third quarter. Trailblazers lead the Mavericks at Reunion Arena by 13. Steve, more empty chairs on the Trailblazer bench. Now Kevin Duckworth has gone to the locker room. What's the word?
Kevin Duckworth may have a possible fracture on the right hand. They're going to take some x-rays, but when he went back to make a play on the ball, that's when it happened, trying to make that steal. Porter over Alford.
15 for Terry Porter. So 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter, as you view the Dallas offense out of backcourt. Blazers leading by 15. Perkins, strong drive, turned away. Donaldson powers it home. A dozen for James Donaldson. Blazers waiting for Terry Porter to come back into the offense. We hit the 2-minute mark in the quarter, as you see. Drexler. Rebound to Donaldson. Donaldson had a closed-door meeting yesterday with Richie Adubato. And, Steve, there was a lot of thought here that he may not even play in this game.
He had said after game 2 his legs were shot. He was dead. He didn't think he had any life in him. And Richie Adubato wanted to find out for himself. Alford for 2.
6 for Alford off the bench, and it's now 76-65. So Dallas still hanging around the neighborhood. Drexler kick out Porter. 3-point try, no. Dallas rebound, Herb Williams. Alford. Rebound, Cliff Robinson. Porter to Donaldson, foul is James.
What is this about? It's about the earlier contact as Porter challenges Dame Donaldson. Donaldson's not going to give him a chance to get it up. A hard foul, and Porter has something to say. And then Drexler steps in to make sure that not too much is said as they push the ball ahead.
One minute to go, third quarter, 76-65. Porter with 15 on the night, 3 of 5 at the line. And missed both. Blackman. Wild shot, air ball. And it's Portland's ball with 45 seconds left in the quarter. Are they ruling now a deflection?
They are ruling a deflection, saying the Trailblazer tipped the ball. Both Trailblazers that were there say no. Porter out of the ball game, Danny Young in. You'll see Drexler come over. Robinson is there. They missed it. Rolando Blackman gets another chance.
Herb Williams, the rebound. I think the foul to Clyde Drexler. Yes. Third foul on Clyde Drexler. Portland's first team foul in the last 2 minutes, and the Blazers not yet in the penalty. That's why Dallas does not shoot. Shot clock 15.
We'll see if this third possession burns the Trailblazers as they call a block against Cliff Robinson.
That will put Dallas in the line to shoot free throws.
Push the ball into Herb Williams, who has been a factor in this ball game at the offensive end. You can see he clearly has head and shoulders by Cliff Robinson trying to draw the foul. He will get to the line.
Bill Wennington will come in here with 27.5 seconds to go in the third quarter. James Donaldson will come out. Drazen Petrovic will check in for the Trailblazers. Wayne Cooper will come out. Herb Williams tonight, 5 of 10 from the floor. At the line, he has made 3 of 6, and now 4 of 7. Herb Williams' wife, Steve, has a doctorate as a clinical psychologist and was named Mrs. Texas of 1990. She's going to compete in the national pageant. It's a 9-point game.
Well, before she gets to the pageant, she might be treating these guys before it happens at the season here.
Maybe she did after game 2. Kersey. Ball is lost. Rick Adelman wants a deflection call and doesn't get it there. Dallas can make it a 7-point game. Alford 2 seconds. Third quarter is over. Score, Dallas 76, Portland 76, Dallas 69. The reunion is rocking now, Steve. New life has been breathed back into these fans. A 7-point ball game as we go to the final quarter. Danny Young, Drazen Petrovic, now the Blazer backcourt. Drexler playing along the front line with Kersey and Robinson. Duckworth and Buck Williams both out. Neither will return tonight.
What's important for Portland is to continue to be active at both ends of the floor. It is on Dallas to stop Portland, and if Portland gets tentative with that play, that will allow Dallas a chance to do so. Petrovic can't strike.
Long rebound, Danny Young. Robinson and Wennington. Robinson on the drive. Williams to help. Foul is called. It's Bill Wennington. And Roy Tarpley will come back into the lineup for Dallas. Wennington probably will be the man out, and there he goes. In the third quarter, Dallas scored 26, and Portland was held to but 18. Shooting in the ball game, Portland 49%, Dallas 47. And the rebound battle, Steve, where Portland led by 9 at the half, now 35-34, Blazers by only 1. Portland leading by only 7. Ball remains with Portland.
Herb Williams couldn't control it, tipped it out, so Portland gets a good break.
Playoff update. Final. Cleveland 122. Philadelphia 95. Series 2-1 favoring Philly. Kersey. He's been the man tonight. 23 for Jerome Kersey, leading scorer in the game.
Interesting, though, that Dallas, seeing him shoot the ball that well, has continued to let him have that perimeter shot. They have not elected to get up on him.
He's 10 for 17. Came in shooting 38% in the series. Tarpley, he struggled tonight. And a foul call.
Cliff Robinson has made 2 real good plays where he's been on the ball and the calls have gone against him. They looked as though they had the ball stripped from Tarpley. The Mavericks will get it back.
Perkins turns and is fouled, and it's Clyde Drexler, and that is his 4th.
Mismatch up front with Drexler against Perkins. He tried to get the ball, slapped at it, thought he had a piece of it. The whistle put Sam Perkins on the line. Time for the Trailblazers to make a couple of substitutions.
Wayne Cooper and Mark Bryant in. Drazen Petrovic, Cliff Robinson out. As the Blazers get a bit bigger and now send Clyde into the backcourt again with Danny Young. Seven points for Sam Perkins. 4 for Roy Tarpley. Yet Dallas is still alive within 8. 10:37 to play.
Well, the Mavs have been able to hang around, but they haven't really been able to sustain a drive and shut Portland down. And the next 4 minutes will be key for them to get a turnover against Portland.
Harper.
A charge.
Big call. Derek Harper, his 5th personal foul.
See Harper challenge, and Drexler will step in and take the charge there in plenty of time, but Harper was looking for a 3-point play and didn't get the whistle.
Excellent camera work, and you got a great shot, and you saw that the call was correct. Clyde was nailed to the hardwood. 10:15 to play. Kersey again. Rebounding foul, I believe, Mark.
Bryant trying to tip it. He thought he was held by Roy Tarpley. Now, what the Trailblazers can't do in this situation is get involved with the officials, and they're giving Dallas a chance to get into the penalty situation here very, very early in the 4th period of play. Dallas has not had an easy time scoring themselves tonight, but they do have some people that can play big in big situations inside the Perkins.
Perkins fouled as he tried to flip one in with that boarding house reach. This is the 4th personal foul on Jerome.
Good deep position, and you'll see the arms of Perkins outstretched and a little touch foul by Jerome Kersey, but that has been the nature of the 4th period of play. Everything has been close, and all of the calls have been against Portland.
We've played 2 minutes in the quarter. Scoring in the period is even at 2-2. 78-71, Portland on top. Now 78-72. And the Mavericks go to a full court press. Perkins knocks the ball away. Shot clock is at 21. It means Portland only has 7 seconds now to get the ball across the midcourt line.
What Portland needs to do is send people back down to this end of the floor. They should be able to break this trap. This is not a good pressing team, the Dallas Mavericks. Kersey down on the baseline.
Kersey again, and now has 25. 25 for Jerome. The Blazer lead is back to 8.
Drexler made the play for him with the hard push, which broke down the defense, but Dallas is in a position trying to do something that they're not comfortable doing, and that's pressure.
Roy Tarpley, Wayne Cooper. Tarpley, offensive rebound, back inside, draws the foul. It's Wayne Cooper's foul. Terry Porter will come back in. Danny Young will come out with 9.5 minutes to play in the game.
And there's the whistle that the Trailblazers didn't want to hear at 9:27. That puts the Dallas Mavericks in a penalty situation, so they will get a chance to score from the line for the rest of the period. If the guy is Tarpley, he's having that kind of night where you could foul him all night long. He's not going to get much business done.
2 of 11 from the floor, 0 of 3 at the line, and finally makes this one. 80-73, 9:25 left.
And with this lineup, and you want to move the ball, try to move your people as quickly as you can. There's going to be some good shots available for Portland.
Kersey can't convert. Rebound, Herb Williams. Williams has played far and away his best game tonight. He's the leading Dallas scorer with 15. He got the wake-up call tonight, Steve. Here's Rolando. 18 for Blackman. The lead is down to 5. And Portland will call timeout and look and listen to this crowd. To play at the reunion in Dallas, 80-75, and the Mavericks are still alive.
At this point, the Trailblazers want to demonstrate some poise at the offensive end. Open the inside for Drexler, but now they collapse.
Great pass to Kersey. Triple team. Can't muscle it in. No foul called. Williams stolen, and Blackman has it back. A wild exchange, and the Mavericks now can make it a 3-point game. Perkins, his move. 80-77. Porter, too quick for Alfred. Foul is called. Herb Williams.
Quick decision by Porter. He's right at the basket. They get the foul, and Porter will go to the line. So Porter and Portland have been struggling. This will give them a chance to gather themselves, score cheaply from the line.
For Terry Porter. As Trailblazer coach Rick Adelman looks on. His team leading by 4, could be 5, 8:05 to play. Kept alive by Bryant. Foul called on Mark Bryant. call made by Mike Mathis, and they'll go the other way.
Again, the problem there is the clock has stopped. The Mavericks get a chance to go to the line. Porter, who has missed 3 down at this end of the floor.
Harpley makes the free throw. Derek Harper on the bench with 5 fouls, leading the cheer. Still a 3-point game. Drexler with the rebound. So first Terry Porter and then Roy Tarpley make 1 or 2, and the margin stays at 3 as we roll inside 8 minutes.
I think the guy that the Trailblazers have to find and get going is Drexler right there. He's got to come to the dance at this point in the ball game for Portland.
13 for Clyde Drexler, his second basket of the second half. Drexler on the night, 6 of 12 from the field.
But he has not been looking to shoot the basketball, and now with the team struggling to score, Alford over the top.
Alford, like Herb Williams, has come to the party tonight. That is 10 for Steve Alford. Drexler deep. Great play. Caught the ball, twisted 180, and scored off the pass from Terry Porter. Blazers by 5. Game clock on your screen, moving towards 7 minutes. Fourth quarter, Dallas loves to look for Blackman. Inside, Perkins. Kept alive by Sam. Alford for 3.
When Alford hesitated, that threw him off. He had a clear look at it, but he wasn't certain he wanted to take it. Drexler wants the ball now.
For 3. Rebound to Rolando Blackman. 6.5 minutes to play. 85-80, Portland by 5. Blackman, give and go, Herb Williams. 17 for Herb Williams. Portland's lead again cut to 3. It's turned out to be quite a ball game.
It's gotten a lot closer with Portland losing Buck Williams and Kevin Duckworth. They've had some trouble scoring inside, and with the penalty situation coming up.
Rick Adelman cannot believe the call.
That is the 5th foul against,
Yeah, you're right, Steve.
5th foul against Drexler.
And it comes with 5:56 left to play in the game. Harpley at the line.
So Drexler has 5, Harper has 5. Both are key to what their teams would like to do.
Also for Portland, Kersey and Bryant each have 4.
It has not been a night for Tarpley.
Clyde, dish, Kersey. Great play in transition as the Trailblazers stay aggressive in transition and boost the lead to 5. 5:40 to play.
Drexler with a big rebound at the other end of the floor and another hard push. Kersey's the recipient of that. They isolate Drexler.
Harper. 11 for Harper. The lead is only 2. 87-85.
Porter has got the bigger Perkins on him.
Cooper. Yes. Clutch basket by Wayne Cooper. His second of the night. Portland up by 4. We're closing in on 5 minutes to play. 5 minutes left. Blackman and Drexler. Clyde has 5 fouls. Blazers get help, and here comes Clyde. He's fouled by Sam Perkins. 4th foul on Perkins, and the Mavericks still with fouls to use. Donaldson will come back in.
Good decision by Perkins. He knew that Drexler was in a breakaway position. Tarpley's going to come out of the ball game. He has not been a factor tonight. Donaldson will come back in. Adebayo knows he's got to have some offensive presence down at the other end of the floor, and that's what Donaldson has been tonight.
Buck Williams out. Kevin Duckworth out. Drexler with 5 fouls, and the Blazers holding a tight lead. Kersey draws double coverage, and Donaldson is called for the foul. 4th personal foul on James.
A game of inches. Harper nearly made a steal. That broke down their defense because Porter then was in a position to penetrate, push the ball to Kersey, broke down the defense, and he's at the line.
Jerome is 12 of 22 from the field, and he is 3 for 5 at the line. Both teams have struggled at the line tonight. Kersey makes 1 of 2. Now Jerome with 28. 90-85 as you see, 4:40 to go. Blackman can't score under strong pressure from Drexler. And here comes Terry Porter.
The next minute and a half is really crucial for the Dallas Mavericks in trying to get uphill, and the Trailblazers, if they can score in both in the next minute and a half with these possessions, will really put the pressure on them. Porter with the hoop.
18 for Terry Porter. Blazers tonight with 28 from Kersey, 18 from Porter, and 15 from Drexler. Mavericks led by Blackman with 18, Herb Williams with 17. Harper kicks out. Cooper had the rebound and was bumped off stride and will come to Portland's end. Donaldson, foul number 5.
That was a huge reaction by Cooper to get to the ball, to get that 5th foul to put Portland in a penalty situation, so they'll come to this end to shoot free throws.
And we have a Dallas timeout. 3:51 to play at Reunion Arena in Dallas. It's Portland 92 and Dallas 85.
As you look at the game summary, you'll see the leading scorers and points off of turnovers, and the bad information for Portland is they have lost Buck Williams to an elbow to the eye from James Donaldson, and Kevin Duckworth with a possible hand injury. But they have the lead in Game 3, the game that they want to get to kill this series, with Wayne Cooper on the line trying to build.
Cooper, a big role tonight. He stepped in after the injury to Duckworth, and he's now at the line in the pressure cooker. And long with number 1. 92-85, 3:51 to play. Remember, Drexler and Harper on the floor, both with 5 fouls. Both spin out. Dallas can make it a 5-point game. The Mavericks were as close as 2, 87-85 with 5:20 to go.
In this situation, Portland does not want to give up any 3-point plays. They want to make the Mavs work. Perkins.
Perkins was 7 in the quarter and 13 in the game. Game story billboarded on your screen. We've got a 5-pointer and 3.5 to go. Drexler, tough try, and it falls. Huge basket by Clyde, who draws the foul.
Drexler has done many things tonight to help his team win, but here in the 4th period of play, he's come up with 6 big hoops. Whenever Dallas is challenged, he has been the guy that has had an answer.
3-point play completed by Clyde, and he's answered the challenge in the 4th quarter, Steve. 7 points in the period, 18 in the game. Milwaukee has beaten Chicago tonight, 119-112. Chicago leads the series 2-1.
Illegal defense.
First illegal defense. I'm sorry, Steve. First illegal defense against Portland.
Wayne Cooper had dropped off to try to get back to give some help. That is the first.
Over in Houston, Rockets 100, Lakers 95. 8 minutes to play there. Here we have 3 minutes to go, as you see.
They're trying to get the ball inside the tar plate. The call is 42. This is Drexler's play. We'll see how the Dallas Mavericks defend or whether they're aware of it. They've got an isolation. They threw the ball too far out.
Drexler with the ball in the shot clock at 5. Great backdoor pass, Bryant. And the lead is 10 with 2:20 to go. Dallas timeout, 2:22 left, and Portland now in the driver's seat and heading for home. Money, Steve, here at Reunion Arena with some very active and enthusiastic coaching. A 10-2 run in the last 3 minutes, and Portland has gone from a 2-point cushion to a lead of 10.
Well, the Mavericks have never been able to get over the hill, and one of the things you'll have to attribute to Rick is his poise under fire, which has been transmitted to his team. They're still very confident. Mavericks attack.
Spins out for Perkins. Blazer rebound. Richie Adebayo encouraging his team to pressure at midcourt. Blazers using time as the ally. Shot clock at 10.
Now Dallas trying to press, and this is where Portland A should score and score very easily because the Mavericks are not a good pressing team. So you want to move the ball, move people, and move it before any kind of double team can take effect.
Sharply kicked the ball. Blazers got a new 24 on the clock.
Well, Rick Adelman is telling them use it, so Porter penetrated, pulled it back out.
1:45 left. Blazers by 10. Dallas with a steal. Sharply. Derek Harper's 3, no. Rebound Sam Perkins. And the Mavericks over and back violation. So the Blazers now a minute and 26 seconds away from sweeping Dallas and winning in the playoffs for the first time since 1985. 10-point Blazer lead, 1:26 left. Cooper out, Petrovic in. Drexler. So Drexler waited till the shot clock was inside 10 and then put it up. Alford looking on, but Dallas has only a minute left, but a three-pointer by Blackman makes it 97-90. 1 minute to play. Petrovic. Hooked off stride, will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul is on Sam Perkins. Here's Drazen. Outstanding free throw shooter. Has only 2 points tonight. Blazers leading 98-90, 52 seconds to play.
I'll take it back.
And we have a timeout. Now the question is, was it called? Mike Mathis says yes. No, now he says no. Mike Mathis now talking with Rick Adelman. He thought Dallas had called a timeout. And it smiles now for the Portland Trailblazers, who lead 98-90 with 52 seconds to play. There's Rick Adelman. 59 wins during the regular season. And now Portland about to beat Dallas 3 consecutive games, opening round Western Conference playoffs. Petrovic makes both free throws, and now we have the timeout taken by Dallas. 52 seconds to play, and the Blazers leading 99-90. Portland Trailblazers are 52 seconds away from sweeping the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 9 at 99-90. Steve Jones is deployed here in the tunnel. We'll get some interviews as the Trailblazers leave the floor. It's been a long time coming, a playoff win. Sweet moment for the franchise. Owner Paul Allen, team president Harry Glickman here. Long shot, no good. Blackman. Trailblazers coming out of backcourt. Desperate foul, Rolando Blackman. And if there was any last chance for Dallas, it is slid by the boards now. 45 seconds to go, and Portland leading 99-90. Blazers with the depleted bench. And again, that's the big question mark now as we move towards the opening of the second round series. The health of Buck Williams, that of Kevin Duckworth. Here's Terry Porter. (100-90). Blazers have not lost a game all season when they've held the opponent to 100 or less. And the record would be 30-0 after tonight's game in that situation. 20 for Terry Porter. Harper for 3. Rebound to Portland's Kersey. Backcourt foul, Sam Perkins. He should be gone. And this may well be the last time Sam Perkins wears a Dallas Mavericks uniform. He is an unrestricted free agent. They think he may command up to $3 million a year if he goes open market. Anthony Jones will come in. 38 seconds left. 38 seconds. Jerome, the offensive star for Portland tonight. 28 points. And now 29. Danny Young is in. Mark Bryant comes out. Rebound to Tarpley, his 15th, but he has only 6 points on 2 of 12 shooting. Blackman inside the score. Clock with 30 seconds to go. Petro fouled by Roy Tarpley. Petrovic at the line. There you see Brad Davis, Adrian Dantley. Dantley, of course, will play elsewhere next year as well. Big transition in this franchise, much like the transition Portland had a year ago. 6 new players on the team this year. Great campaign. Here's Blackman. Off the mark, rebound to Terry Porter. 20 seconds left. You watch the clock count down, and the celebration will begin. Subdued, of course, because of the concern and questions about Buck Williams and about Kevin Duckworth. 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Clyde, yes, exclamation point, and that is going to assure a 14-point Trailblazer win. 3 seconds left. The Trailblazers have defeated the Dallas Mavericks in the opening round of the playoffs, 3-0. Let's go to the tunnel and Steve Jones.
Clyde, Terry. So I'm right here with Terry Porter, one of the 3 Musketeers. You guys have played hard. You were talking the entire ball game. What's this mean? The win tonight mean to you?
Well, it definitely means, you know, first time since I've been here, we've gone to the second round. It's been great. You know, guys really hung in there tonight, you know, with the absence of Buck and Duck. Guys just really hung in strong. These 2 guys next to me did a great job. We stayed strong on the boards and stayed strong defending people. came out with a victory, which is a great win for us. We finally played the way we were capable of playing. We came out here, we came down here, got out on the break, and converted some dunks, and that's when
Are
we
you
had
going to
our
let
best.
anybody else talk? He is excited. You started extremely well tonight. Jack Sallow said you were shooting the ball great in practice. It carried forward. High confidence for you tonight.
Oh yeah, when jump shot had been falling, I came out and I really worked on it, like coming out catching it just before the game and yesterday. So I just came out and Clyde, he penetrates and he kicks it out, and the guys go to him, and I'm there, and I got to knock those shots down, and it's a lot of tremendous credit to Clyde. Creates so much, and once we out on the break, I guess we all rebounding them again. And, we just kept working at it. Even when they got close, we really
He's got the same problem. Let's see if you have that much to say. Last but not least, you came to the front right down the stretch when the Dallas Mavericks were closing. You came up with some big hoops. What were you thinking when the game got closed?
Well, we needed some big plays, and the thing is, we wanted to maintain solid defensive pressure and just not give up. We wanted to keep pressure on them, and we were able to play excellent defense.
All right, well, you did a great job. Congratulations.
Now, here's important information on the second lottery for Blazer playoff tickets. It will be held Sunday, May 6th at the Coliseum. Doors will open at noon, and the drawing will begin at 2. In order to be eligible for playoff tickets to any of the remaining Blazer playoff home games, you must register at this lottery on Sunday. By registering Sunday, you'll be eligible for any remaining Blazer playoff lottery drawings, and all registrants are eligible for each drawing. On Sunday, a drawing will be held for the second game of round 2. Drawings for all remaining Blazer home games will be held when it's known what games will be played. Remember, you don't need to be present at the drawing to win. All winners will be notified by telephone. Blazers win by 14. We'll come back with more in a moment.
Now, the Trailblazer postgame show. Brought to you by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
John, we have talked all season long about the poise and the resiliency of this team. Tonight they showed it as the Dallas Mavericks, with their crowd on their side, challenged, got to within 2, but they couldn't get up the hill.
They couldn't. I tell you what, it's a great credit to our team as a whole. Not only our starters, Buck came in and established himself with 10 first-half rebounds, but the people that came in afterwards. And I take my hat off to Mark Bryant in particular, who hasn't played a lot of minutes recently, came in the second half and did yeoman's duty and really played well. And Jerome played a great second half, as did Clyde and Terry. The veterans stepped forward. The young players, Cliff came off the bench, did a nice job. Drazen was effective when he was in. So it was a team effort, and it's indicative of the way we have played all year long. People, when we've been down, have stepped in and taken up the slack, and it's just a credit to the guys that we have and the way they hang together, and they refuse to lose. I've said it all year, and this was a great indication of it.
Well, they swept the team, and in the process, you picked up a couple of injuries. What can you tell us about Duckworth and Buck Williams at this time?
Well, Buck got a severe elbow right into the eye socket, and at halftime when we went in, it was swollen. It wasn't quite closed, but he had double vision. We don't know what the prognosis is. The injury to Duck, Dr. Cook thinks it possibly could be a broken bone in his hand. And if that's the case, I don't know when he would be back, but that is severe if it is a broken bone, because, he's been our starting center all year long. So if Duck is not able to play, we have to fill in with other people.
All right, John, well, I know you want to get in there and join part of this early celebration. I know that you want more of these to come, so get in the locker room, and good luck against San Antonio.
Thanks a lot, Steve. It's been a great series.
All right, we'll be back with highlights right after this. The Dallas Mavericks really needed Roy Tarpley to play well tonight, and that wasn't the case, as an active defense by the Portland Trailblazers really set the tone in that second half of play. Right out of the bat, Drexler coming across to get Portland in a transition game, and they built their lead, and it was plays like that with Drexler pushing the ball that made it possible for Portland and Drexler to get an advantage. Dallas would eventually slow Portland down. Duckworth goes out of the ball game, and they used Tarpley inside against the defense, but Portland had plenty of answers tonight for Tarpley and Perkins. They moved the ball, they moved themselves. Jerome Kersey with power inside and out.
Had a chance for a three-point play there. Sam Perkins, before it was all said and done, was going to be a factor in this ball game in the fourth and final period, but that shot was knocked away. James Donaldson got himself off to an early start. That shot by Alford ended the third period and blocked the Dallas Mavericks fans and Alford within 2. But it was Drexler that refused to let Dallas get any closer than that. A hard push, and Jerome Kersey down on the baseline, as he had been several times tonight, got a pass inside, and it was Drexler back at the basket, and Portland's lead was back up to 4 to 6 points and a comfortable cushion. The play that broke Dallas's back, that shot by Drexler right there. It turned out to be a three-point play, and Drexler finished the ball game with a dunk. And we'll be back to take a look at the stats right after this.
Tonight's postgame guest will receive a $100 gift certificate from True Value, your store of first choice. Blazers win at 106-92. Let's take a look at our final Computerland stats board.
The Trailblazers had good balance, but the leading scorer in the ball game was Jerome Kersey with an excellent start, followed by Drexler and Porter big down the stretch. Blackman, a solid ball game. Herb Williams with big production for them off the bench, as Roy Tarpley, their main man, was missing in action tonight. The leading rebounder in the ball game could very well turn out to be the guy that only played in the first period of play. Buck Williams with 10, Kersey and Cooper, and then it's Tarpley who did some good things for Dallas on the board, followed by Perkins and Williams.
And Steve, they talked a lot about Clyde Drexler needing to answer the bell for a clutch game tonight. He has 20 points, 10 assists, 5 steals, and makes 9 of 17 from the field. And as you mentioned, he was a big key in the fourth quarter surge when Dallas made it a 2-point game.
The difference for Portland tonight, they finally had a ball game in which they shot the ball well. That got them out of the box very quickly. They had a comfortable lead. Dallas tried to eat it all up, but Portland had some answers for them, and now they can rest as they wait for the winner between San Antonio and Denver. I'll predict San Antonio.
And we get word that Houston has beaten Los Angeles tonight, 114-108.
For the first time, the Lakers fall in the first round of playoff action, so they're 20 of 21, and they were behind that entire ball game. Houston has to feel good about where they are now.
And we might mention that the Blazers keep on winning, and I guess that means people can keep singing their praisers along with Rip City Rhapsody, available at Payless drugstores throughout Oregon and Southwest Washington for only $3 per cassette, and proceeds going to the Boys and Girls Club of Portland. Well, a night to celebrate, and it's been a while since the Blazers have had a chance to do that, Steve. 1985, we saw it at halftime, and it certainly is sweet in the Trailblazer locker room, but still the big questions and concerns about teammates Kevin Duckworth and Buck Williams.
Well, injuries are part of the playoff situation, and Portland, if they have to lose those players for any sustained period of time, certainly will be hurting, but they've got a few days off. We'll see how quickly they can recover.
All right, San Antonio and Denver, they're just underway, tied at 12, but the one other final score that's just into us, Detroit has swept Indiana, winning tonight by a score of 108-96. And the good news out of Dallas is Portland sweeps here tonight. And time for us to say, we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us. Without you out there, we're nowhere here. Now for Steve Jones, George Wash, J.R. Hillman, and our Blazer broadcasting crew, Pat Lafferty from Reunion Arena in Dallas, wishing all of you a very pleasant good night.
This has been the Trailblazer postgame show. Brought to you by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.